Okay.
Are you ready? Thanks, what do you want?
No, I'm fine.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the final Daily Dispatch!
As you can see, this is the Daily Dispatch for day 28, the last and final day of our European tour.
Yeah, on our last day we started out in Thun and left from there to come back to our starting point and our ending point, Burtony, Switzerland. When we got here, we just had some time to kind of catch up with those at the base and as well kind of tie up some loose ends like finances and cleaning up the cars and stuff. So that brings me to our God story of the day. Bradley and I worked on the finances for about 3 hours when we got back, and crunching numbers and things. We were really kind of nervous about where we stood financially, but in the end, we don't know how it happened, but everything was covered.
So thank you to everybody who gave to us. In the evening, we carried on the spirit of gratitude with the sharing night of all that God has done over the last 28 days. We really want to make sure that the tour was brought full circle and we could have one last ministry night with the people here in Burtony. We were able to share stories of people being set free and cast visions and actual physical healings.
Yeah.
And so it was just a really neat opportunity to share all that God has done and to give Him the glory.
Also, over the past few days, we've just taken some time to kind of debrief what God did on our trip. So, yeah, we just kind of put a diagram together, listed all the places that we had been, and just went through and just kind of blasted the paper with just all like different testimonies about what God had done. So it was really cool to step back and see the big picture of all that God had done. So, yeah.
So we'll give you a minute to read that.
Okay.
All right. And that brings us to our final daily shout out. Today's shout out goes to
Everyone who prayed for us.
And gave financially.
Who hosted us and made it possible for us to stay.
And everyone who helped us with transportation.
And everyone who's been following us as we've traveled on our journey. We couldn't have done it without you. So this is for Europe, signing out.
Let's roll. Just completely flawless.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh yeah!